When I was in high school, I was told that college was the key to being successful, and that a diploma ensured me a better job and more money. Unfortunately, this is not the reality of what a college diploma gives you. In this session, I want to show you the whole college story, and I want to do it using real-world data. Let's get started. If we take a look at increasing education with the amount of money that you'll make on a weekly basis, what you see is that with more education, you make more money. And with that, you also have less unemployment. These two facts have been shown to students repeatedly, and it was shown to me in high school all the time. Go to college, that's where the money and the jobs are. Unfortunately, that was the whole story that I got as well. What I want to do in this session is show the rest of it. So let's jump right in. Let's take a look at college graduation rates. Most students believe that it takes 4, 5, maybe even 6 years to graduate from college on average. Let's take a look at the data. What you see is the nationwide average and then 4 examples of public state universities from Middle Tennessee to Michigan State, Boise State, and Delaware State. Let's look at their 4-year, 5-year, and 6-year graduation rates. 4-year graduation rates on a national average is only 1 in 4 at 25%. That's nowhere near average or the majority. 5-year and 6-year graduation rate data shows that after 6 years, the average college student across the country does not have a diploma. So with all the energy being spent on getting to college, I think a lot of energy also needs to be spent on what happens when you get there to even ensure graduation occurs. That's the first statistic all students should know. Second statistic deals with employment, because the college diploma before was supposed to guarantee jobs and multiple job offers. Well, let's take a look at the data. What percentage of 2010 college graduates who applied for jobs had one waiting at graduation? The answer is less than 30%. So this idea that if you focus all of your energy on getting a college diploma, everything else will be taken care of for you, the data doesn't show this to be accurate. Let's take a look at those that have diplomas. How many of them use their diplomas within the career fields that they have? What you can see in this data is only about half of the students that do graduate, which was only half that started, actually use their diplomas in their career fields right out of college. What you see here is a one-slide history lesson when it comes to the college story. What you see in green circles is the number of college graduates, and what you see in orange X's is the number of jobs for college graduates. And the date I'm putting out here is 1980. This could also be 1990 or 1970. It's not an exact date, but around there. Think of what this leads to. What this leads to is a mindset that if you graduate, you'll have multiple job offers. And 20, 30 years ago, it was true. And this is why this push for go for a diploma and you'll have a job waiting, I think this is where it came from. Unfortunately, if we take a look at this same data except switch 1980 for today's world, what I think happens is something very similar except for one big change. Now it's flip-flopped. Now what you see on the green circles is the number of jobs for college graduates. That represents those 29% of students that graduated with a job waiting. At the College Game Project, that's what we want to do. We want to train you as a student to be one of those green circles and have the job out of college. Because just having the diploma does not guarantee it. The last statistic that you need to understand is one about happiness. Now this is less flashy than the other two, but to me this is really, really valuable. What percentage of Americans are even happy with their jobs? And that number sits at about half. At the College Game Project, what we see is the normal college student doesn't graduate within 6 years, doesn't have a job at graduation, and if they do, they're not happy with it. This is unacceptable. So at the College Game Project, what we do is teach students the tools they need to have to be successful. And what that means is to learn how to use college to your advantage. This starts by understanding that the whole story of college is not go and a diploma will guarantee you success and job. I hope these statistics have been enlightening, and that you see that the whole college story is not just about money and jobs that a diploma guarantees you, because that is not the world that we live in today. I hope the rest of the College Game Project will be beneficial for you and teach you the tools necessary so you just don't rely on a diploma. I wish you nothing but the best, and remember, take yourself seriously.